Good morning, everyone. Please be seated. Well, good morning. My name is Tom Gilligan, and I'm the Dean of the Macomb School of Business. It's my honor and pleasure to welcome our spring 2015 graduating class and their families and friends to this commencement ceremony. This is a momentous day in the lives of our graduates. When you first arrived at UT, you came with hopes of earning a first-rate business education and launching a bright future. We on the faculty and staff of the Macomb School hoped several things. First, that you would be dedicated students, that you would display noble characteristics of curiosity, passion, and leadership, that you would demonstrate innovative and entrepreneurial spirit, and that you would maintain the highest ethical standards. I am pleased to say that you have exceeded our expectations in every respect. Congratulations. We are very proud of you and delighted to have you carry forward the reputation of the Macomb School of Business and the University of Texas into the world. A graduation ceremony is called a commencement for a reason. All of us here are delighted to celebrate with you as you prepare to begin the next phase of your life. I would like to introduce our commencement marshals at this time. Dr. Sekou Burmese, Assistant Professor in the Department of Management. And Professor Regina Yu, Distinguished Senior Lecturer in the Department of Finance. This year's student speaker is Nancy Mons. Nancy has graduated with a BBA in Finance and a minor in Government. She's been very involved on campus during the past 4 years, chairing the BBA Legacy Student Giving Campaign, lobbying at State Capitol with the Invest in Texas campaign, and serving on the executive board of the Undergraduate Business Council, and is president of the Texas Orange Jackets. After graduation, Nancy will be cycling from Austin to Anchorage, Alaska, as a member of the 2015 Texas 4,000 for Cancer Team, which raises money and awards and awareness to fight cancer across the continent. Once back in Texas, Nancy will be joining ExxonMobil as a financial analyst in the Upstream Controllers Group in Houston. Here to deliver the message on behalf of the graduating class is Nancy Mons.
First of all, thank you, Dean Gilligan, Dean Platt, and all the administrators for giving me the opportunity to speak today. For the past 3 months has been an absolute whirlwind of activity, where people have been asking us what we have done and where we are going. And at so many points in our lives, people have asked us those questions, whether it's talking about our weekend, our summer plans, or what we're doing on this very day. The University of Texas at Austin and Macomb have given us the opportunity and the tools to be successful and answer these questions with certainty. And we all came from different backgrounds, different cultures, and different mindsets to not only grow as people, but students, friends, and colleagues. While I congratulate you all on making it this far, I want to remind you that we're not done yet. UT will not be the best thing that's ever happened to me, to you, or to anyone else. The best things in our lives have yet to happen, and our legacy is only just begun. A few years ago, I had the opportunity to climb Mount Kilimanjaro, and after 6 days of hiking, I found myself at the top of the tallest mountain in Africa. Somehow, someone who walks with the poles in West Campus, quite frequently I might add, and probably almost stumbled on their way to this podium, managed to climb nearly 20,000 feet in the air without any notable catastrophes. The view was absolutely surreal, and it was a moment that a photograph could not be captured. And the journey left me both exhausted and elated. All I wanted to do standing on that summit was look at the sunrise, enjoy the moment. And the view was amazing. But standing there was more than that. It was a culmination of hard work, steps, training, and sweat. A lot of sweat. But in that single moment, I thought about all the things that could come next. Would anything be this difficult, this hard, this awe-inspiring, this crazy? I wanted to stand atop that mountain forever. But I realized then that mountains have a catch. Eventually, you have to climb down. You can't stand on top of them forever. And as much as I wanted to sit down and enjoy the sun rising over the clouds, I had to leave within minutes, realizing that the only thing I had from that mountaintop was a memory. Arriving at the summit could never be the best thing I had ever done. It could never be the hardest challenge I had ever confronted. And it could not ever be the most awe-inspiring view I had ever seen, because it lasted about as long as a crosswalk on quad once you cross the street. With each milestone or achievement, we have the opportunity to look backward and be content, or look forward towards improvement. We come to a fork in the road where we can bask in our own sunshine, or we can work harder than we did before, achieve greater things, and take a bigger step than we ever thought possible. Think about all the times this has happened in our lives. When we received our acceptance letters from Combs, when we got our first internship, or maybe right now, sitting in the seat about to graduate. We all had the opportunity to sit on our own mountaintop, to bask in sunrise. But there are so many more things that we can do. But more importantly, these lessons are applicable to so many different types of people. Imagine if being the #1 draft pick was the best thing to ever happen to Peyton Manning. Or think about if Destiny's Child was Beyonce's greatest contribution to the music industry. Or think about if Steve Jobs and Apple had stopped with just a computer. If the best thing that they had all done happened earlier in their career, Peyton Manning would likely not be one of the NFL's most prolific passers. Beyonce would not be the only one in history to have 5 #1 albums. And the iPhone that manages to never leave my side would probably not exist. If the first best thing you ever do is relax, what have you really achieved? What have you learned? Did you leave a legacy or just a fleeting memory? Our legacies in the poems are not about the things that we did walking the halls of UCC, CBA, or GSB, but instead, our impact transcends the 40 years, and our legacies have really only just begun. We've started them, but we haven't done enough to finish them. The journey for us as students may have ended, but our opportunity to be ambassadors for the university, for McCombs, and for ourselves has only just started. Our journeys here were likely different. They were likely difficult, and finishing them likely feels like one of the greatest things we'll ever do. And we've all found ourselves sitting atop a mountain, sitting in these seats, thinking about what's going to happen next. But when we look back 20 years from now, we can reevaluate. We can look at all the things we've done and measure them as contributions, but look at them holistically and say that these are the legacies that stand the test of time. McCombs and our college experience have both developed a sense of purpose, a sense of meaning, and a sense of knowledge that will enable us to solve problems across the globe. But ultimately, we have to remember that what starts here, not what happened here, truly changes the world. Thanks. Okay.
Thanks, Nancy. Today's distinguished commencement speaker is Macomb School Professor George Gow. Dr. Gow served as Dean of the Macomb School of Business from 2002 to 2008. He previously served as chair of the Macomb School Finance Department, and he is the founding director of the Real Estate Finance and Investment Center. He holds the George S. Watson Centennial Professorship in Real Estate and the J. Ludwig Mosel Centennial Memorial Professor in Investments and Money Management in the Macomb School. Dr. Gao is an internationally recognized scholar in the fields of real estate and mortgage markets and has authored over 40 academic and professional publications. He is a past president of the American Real Estate and Urban Economics Association, and he is a member of the editorial board of the Real Estate Economics. Please welcome our commencement speaker, Dr. George Gao.
Well, good morning. Thank you, Tom, for a very nice introduction. And Nancy, what a very nice speech. How well she represents the students in the Macomb School. Well, I want to join with my faculty and staff colleagues here on the stage to congratulate the 2015 BBA graduating class of the Macomb School of Business. Congratulations. You've completed a 4-year journey at the University of Texas and distinguished yourselves with your academic and professional achievements. You will be joining today almost 500,000 UT alumni across Texas and around the world. Literally, what starts with you changes the world. I must admit, though, I do find it a bit ironic to be here at commencement exercises at 8 in the morning, since I realize most of you have tried your darndest to make sure you didn't have an 8 o'clock class the whole time you were UT. I want to give a special shout out to the parents, family, and friends who are here today to recognize your accomplishment. They have supported you through their help, through their love, and through their checkbook during this journey you've had through the university. And it's great they could be here today to participate in this recognition of your academic accomplishment. When I was asked to speak at this ceremony, I did some homework. I saw that there were some very well-known individuals who were giving commencement speeches across the country. If you were at Tulane, there was the actress Maya Rudolph of Saturday Night Live fame, who you would hear give the best imitation of Beyonce singing the Star-Spangled Banner. Now, for those of you who have heard me try to sing, rest assured I will not do a Beyonce imitation today. If you were at George Washington University, you would have heard from Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, who maybe would have told you how the Apple Watch would help you Snapchat in your sleep. At SMU, you would have heard from the 43rd President of the United States, George W. Bush, who would have reassured C students that they too can be president. Now, of course, that doesn't apply to any of you because we have no average students at the Macomb School. At the University of Houston commencement, you would have heard from Austin's own Academy Award winner, Matthew McConaughey, who somewhere in his speech would have said, "You graduates are all right, all right, all right." During my 40 years at universities, I have attended over 200 commencement exercises and listened to many, many speakers. In too many cases, the speakers felt there were a set of cliches that they were required to say at a graduation ceremony. A common one is to remind graduates that the word commencement means beginning, not end. As in, graduation is not the end, it's the beginning. Well, on behalf of your parents, I want you to know that that is not true. It is the end of their financial support. The party is over. It's time to get a job. And they have plans for your bedroom. Another commencement cliche that gets more exposure than the Kardashians is a well-known but often misunderstood Robert Frost poem that speakers use to tell graduates to seize the moment, and to take the road less traveled. Written in 1915, the last stanza of the poem goes as follows. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in the wood, and I took the one less traveled, and that made all the difference. Now, on the surface, that sounds like the perfect nonconformist credo. People who have interpreted Frost to mean individuality is the key to success, and that you shouldn't simply do what others do, but instead head down a path not followed by others. Well, there could be a good reason that others are not taking that less traveled road. There's always the possibility that it leads to a dead end. But Frost is actually not advocating individuality in his poem. The title of the poem is The Road Not Taken. This poem came from walks that Frost had in the English woods with a friend who was having difficulty making decisions about what to do in life. So Frost intended this poem to be a mocking of indecision and the habit of continually wasting energy worrying about or regretting choices you make in life. I think Frost gives some pretty good advice that I've benefited from. After you make a decision, don't lament what could have been if you had chosen an alternative, that road less traveled. All of the energy you expend on the past cheats you of the beauty and potential of the present. A current favorite of commencement speakers and others is to encourage you to follow your passion. Now, if your current passion is a Netflix marathon or a night on 6th Street, maybe that's not the passion they're talking about. We've all heard, dream big and pursue the career your passion leads you. But for some, they struggle with trying to discover what their passion is before they can even pursue it. This alone can create a vacuum of time and energy that can stop some from getting out there and just doing it. I'd like to offer an alternative to the passion mantra. Instead of trying to follow a passion you have now, start by figuring out what you're good at and then doing it. I have a passion for baseball, and when I was a little younger than you, I spent a lot of time playing the game because I wanted to be a major league ball player. But no matter how hard I worked at it, I could not hit a curveball. Just couldn't do it. No matter how strong my passion was for baseball, I was not going to make it to the big leagues if I couldn't hit a curveball. Following my passion clearly could not sustain me. I learned, though, that I was good at, instead, being a teacher and researcher. And when I was your age, I had no passion to be an academic. I was an undergraduate at the University of Illinois and having a great time being one. However, over time in graduate school, I learned that I could teach and research fairly well, and over time, I developed a passion for academic pursuits. The lesson for you is don't be guided solely by your current passion, but rather start with an assessment of what you're good at, do it, and then be surprised that the passion, don't be surprised that the passion will follow. The lesson for you is that if you do what you're good at and do it well, it will provide you with the resources to pursue the passions that you learn more as you learn more about yourself. Well, what other lessons can I give you as you start a new chapter in your lives? One of the joys of my career is having the opportunity to lead organizations, both within the university and outside in the business and nonprofit world. I've gotten to know a number of very talented business leaders. What have I learned about leadership from those experiences? I believe there are three characteristics of people who are great leaders. These characteristics apply to any leadership position, whether in business or in other fields. First, always, 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 always be honest. Tell the truth or don't say anything. There is nothing that undermines a leader like mendacity, not telling the truth. Surveys in the U.S. and other countries have consistently found that honesty is the trait most admired and desired in a leader. For the past 6 years, I've taught a course here in the business school on leadership and ethics. Every year, I find many of my students enter the class believing it is necessary to sometimes lie to be an effective leader. Do these students have weaker morals or poorer ethics than the others in the class? No. It was just that they are more cynical about the business and political leadership they have observed. Hopefully, by the end of the semester, they have renewed belief in the proverb, honesty is the best policy for a leader. The second characteristic of great leaders is that they leave a positive mark on their organization. These leaders have a vision for moving that organization forward and can implement plans to accomplish that vision. Too many leaders are simply caretakers who are more interested in enjoying the awards of a leadership position rather than making the organization better. Be bold. Put a stake in the ground. Let those around you know where you are taking them. Take well thought out risks to make what you lead successful. People want vision and direction from a leader. Vision and acting on it creates energy and forward movement that no amount of investment capital can come close to creating. The third characteristic is this: great leaders take care of their people. They look for opportunities to place their people in positions where they can be successful. Everyone has their strengths. Effective leaders recognize those and work to put their followers in roles where they can be successful. True leaders feel responsible for their followers and value their welfare ahead of their own. We believe that the core purpose of the Macomb School of Business is to educate leaders who create value for society. Each of you have the capability of being a great leader. You are graduating from a school whose marketing tagline is the following: we are a place where leadership is earned. You have earned the leadership opportunity and responsibility. Now get out there, get after it. We will be here cheering you on. Congratulations again and best wishes.
Thank you, George. Dr. David Platt is the Macomb School Associate Dean for Undergraduate Programs and a faculty member in the Department of Accounting. Dean Platt is here to present this year's degree candidates.
Good morning, everyone. It is now time to individually recognize the members of the graduating class of the Macomb School of Business for May 2015. Graduates, before I invite you to the stage, let's take a moment to acknowledge the efforts of the faculty and staff members of the Macomb School BBA program for their dedication to your success during your time at Macomb's. Thank you. Family and friends, many of the students are wearing one or more cords or medallions on their robes. These are indicators of special accomplishment, and among them are burnt orange cords that are worn by college scholars, bronze medallions that are worn by distinguished college scholars. These are symbols of academic achievement that were awarded at a special ceremony last month. They reflect the grade point average earned and the rigor of the coursework undertaken by the students. Students wearing blue and green cords have added a global dimension to their business education by participating in a Macomb School BBA Study Abroad program. Students wearing red and gold cords are graduates of the Business Honors Program. Students wearing pewter medallions are graduates of the Macomb's Leadership Program, a program that was actually inspired by Dr. Gao when he was serving as Dean of the Macomb School of Business. We will now call the students to the stage by major. Please note that they are not required to be in alphabetical order so that they may sit with their friends. Graduates, please stand when directed. Proceed to your left and onto the stage for recognition. Dean Gilligan will make a presentation to each of you, assisted by BBA Assistant Dean Arthur Allert. Also, please notice that we have provided a photographer to take a picture of you with Dean Gilligan, so please don't take selfies so that we won't be here till dinner time. As you cross the stage, I'll move your tassel from right to left to symbolize the imminent completion of your undergraduate studies. Then please return to your seat and remain there until everyone has been recognized and the ceremony has concluded. The ushers will assist you. We will begin by recognizing the students from accounting. Here to recognize these degree candidates is Dr. Christina Zvanakis, Assistant Chair of the Department of Accounting.
Madupe Adam Ole Kun. Justin Carger. Archuna Bhatt. Hortensia Campbell. Udit Chatterjee. Reed Hairston. Allison Boyd. Matthew Bonfonte. Jason Chait. Yomara Aronova. David Moreno. Kyle Eckert. Kevin Kuntz. Max Barais. Kyuyun Kim. Fayaz Khan. Eric Allen. Mariana Gonzalez. Matthew Archambault. Brandon Klinger. George Shaw. Got it. James Gonzalez. Jorge Aguilar. Andrew Carrillo. Garland Watkins. Joseph Vaughn. Jonathan Fan. Hei-Su Chung. Taehoon Kim. Justin Fong. Sarah Goba. Lindsay Dantzler. Megan Clark. Natasha Ganshani. Yingla Chu. Caitlin Evans. Barbara Gass. Brittany Bales. Annie No. Kathy Doe. Robert Lee. Alexander Doctor. Jessica Burton. Rachel Bostwick. Alexandra Urswaga. Alexis Denis. Sally Fang. Yang Choi. Andrea Daehan Yoon. Casey Wynn. Caitlin Fabre. Joshua Esquiel Menarez. Brooke Wojtowski. Andrew Christopher Russell Goldwaite. Andrew Zamaran. Nicholas No. Alexandra Webb. Adriana Kelsey. Raven Peavy. Jay Vaswani. Amy Sack. Claire Manicum. Preston Pittman. Michael Osterling. Stephen Castro. Amrita Chopra. Audrey Lusk. Lauren Peak. Amanda Lang. Emily Sales. Claire Tyson. Sivani Reddy. Brianna Hamilton. Jared Dawson. Frank Andrew Opolsky II. Gina Whitaker. Mary Kendall Washington. Kristen Berger. Shannon Peskind. Blake Willerman. Noah Rand. Jeremy Staffman. Morris Chung. Marissa Pekarik. Whitney Swimilar. Lauren Hiller. Sarah Liu. Laura Hu. Kathleen Song. Matthew Brown. Shiran Zhang. Yanchi Lin. Zain Syed. Jessica Salinas. Austin Satoff. Nicholas Zaninga. Amanda Leard. Alyssa Hamilton.
Would the students in the Business Honors Program please report to the stage? Professor Robert Prentice, the Director of Business Honors, is here to congratulate you.
Anil Haider. Lisa Cow. Elise Loney. Akshay Narayanan. Ayushi Agarwala. Dinishi Abeyaretna. Brianna Brooks. Armaya Humphrey. Valentina Enriquez. Trina Bowie. Laura Sim. Jacob Spangler. Stephen McGarvey. Ann Alexander. Carson Ashbaugh. Wallace Hall. Margaret Hood. Ross Barrett. Bradley Ruffner. Rob Jelinek. Neil Mucker. Margaret Sohn. James Lai. Rachel Ghosh. Robert Horn. Andrew Smith. Aaron Craig. Michael Hannigan. Cameron Mena. Sarah Walton. Alan Albrecht. Raj Rao. Janie Shu. Aaron Sun. Michael Valdez. Ramanantharanam. David Wong. Lori Raines. Rebecca Pickard. Neil Grigg. Peggy Wong. Angela Morissette. Morgan Lundy. Nicole Shaw. Preston Moore. William Labanowski. Michael Griffin. Zoe Murching. Carly Klein. Nicole Ellis. Catherine Saxman Kramer. Audrey Merrill. Kevin May. Erica Valdez. Simi Kaftakar. Ars Shaw. Serenity Rao. Ravi Karia. Jace Barton. Kelly Hogg. Noah Pentecost. Neha Shrivastava. Suganda Pearl. Ronaldo Ortiz III. Ali Marbach. Catherine Tremarkey. Margaret McNaughton. Rio Carita. Whitney Chan. Jane Tejayuana. Melissa Jones. Neha Vedya. William McCaskill. Aaron Slimp. Kiefer Schenk. Alice Liu. Christopher Bindeman. Suraj Bura. Sagar Patel. Sahil Naik. Sean Patel. Stephen Zhu. Jason Watt. Robert Ma. Adam Petrus. Jay Murkison. Clayton Charette. Luis Gonzalez. Dennis Phelan. Thomas Lemons.
Would the students in the finance department please proceed to the stage? Professor William Way, senior lecturer in the Department of Finance, is here today to recognize these degree candidates.
Nancy Bonds. Lindsay Adams. Elizabeth Talley. Dylan Ederer. Elliot Carson. Aditya Gutham Bhuvanendaran. Fernando Hernandez. Erica Gonzalez. Sudip Das. Ariel Chang. Blake O'Hara. Jacobo Lacona. Matthew Bronstein. Nicholas Bradley. Evan Baldwin. James Gu. William Dowdy. Greg Caraway. Julia Shu. Sloan Bain. Ash Kim. Ashlyn Belding. Trevor Sloan. Octavio Bernal. Tyler Anderson. James Ding. Alan Ducour. Jacob Gus. Audrey George. Casey Hildreth. William Grimes. Charles Denson. Ryan Alexander. James Jenkins. Carrie Blackman. Amanda Jungworth. Christina Burke. Leslie Grimes. Jeffrey House. Nadia Husseini. Jimmy Chirale. Jonathan Petrini. Anuj Shah. Zane Bushnell. Molly Ducker. Anna Dunikova. Morgan Ram. Bryce Bogle. Samuel Condurso. Alexander Che. James Melody. Hayden Brunterhouse. Carson Fronterhouse. Sean Adams. Marvin Alvarenga. Catherine Hall. Dylan Durham. William Charles McLeod Matthews. Emma Juhat. Amanda Christensen. Mayor Patel. Chase Sullivan. Chase Boswell. Zoe Jarakis. Danielle Sizemore. Morgan Dibble. Bryce Bash. Nicholas Campojanis. Jonathan Birkland. Omar Caro. Samuel Gibbons. Corbin Albert. Matthew Botker. Ryan Aresti. Michael Kramer. Ryan Carlton Teal. Nicole Logan. Ashley Davison. Meredith Brand. Laura Sellingslow. Madison Liebman. William Case. Samuel Boyce. Spence Howden. Alexandra Beckham. Paul Murphy. Laura Chavez. Sophia Balazzi. Ashley Brandish. Andrew Lewin. Rachel McLean. Taylor Russell. Jessica Arledge. Catherine McMahon. Matthew Ferguson. Ume Ayman Chinwala. Juliana Salinas. Kareem Klink. Victoria Lee. Trevor Russo. William Young. Timothy Hagan. Matthew Heitens. Julie Parma. Stuart Grady. Walter Carson. Graham Bailey. Nicole Halliday. Cole Marlowe. Yaritza Hernandez. Ryan Carlson. Asim Kapadia. Peter Jose. Michael Lynn. Anson Chua. Joyce Zoe. Jenny Ding. Nicholas Pohl. Archana Iyer. Justin Jensen. Harris Holly. Amy Latanzi. Julie Weltman. Johan Kim. James Yang. Jacqueline Ramirez. Ethan Jin. Gayatri Vimpati. Victoria Cernak. Tyler Wood. Jackson Pay. Edward Kim. Gregorio Pena Jr. Calvin Bean. Erica Davies. Camille Rick. Alexander Mark. Ross Yedkin. Kurt Proby. Shazeb Panjwani. Karim Lakhani. Keaton Kapasi. Emily Wang. Nancy Zhu. Nayeli Nolasco. Ashley Torres. Nicole Raban. Haley Haggard. Benjamin Morse. Charles Matula. Janie Holstein. Luke Anderson. Matthew Johnson. Marshall Hines. Terrence Declan Huffines. Devin Huffines. Samuel Jones. Keith Brody. John Watson. Lina Rupo Vazarani. Sarah Bamani. Sonam Shah. Samiha Verma. Benjamin Peng. Daniel Bhatti. Brandon Allen. Thomas Holzhauser. Duc Nguyen. Shem Patel. Rohit Kandamala. Alexandra Laval. Michelle Kubina. Catherine Reagan. Deep Barat. Stephen Thavilingam. Alexander Webster. Mitchell Susan. Jacob Wilson. Cole Larson. Samir Saifi. Sam Puyan. Shadi Magara. Jose Andres Bolaños. Mario Peña. Erica Oliver. Akil McNoisia. Nair Momin. Juan Carlos Nunez. Juan Pablo Perez Calvin Martinez Celes. Marcela Masso Valdez. Jimena Gutierrez Zambrano. Maria de la Garza. Victoria Bremer. Aileen Sue. Suzanne Felfelli. Laura Bird. Madison Wakeham. Hafsa Khan. Sana Hadi. Rana Hadi. Amanda Safdar. Ali Mohammed. Zachary Levinson. Bradley Stahl. Jonathan Kleinman. Rachel Navone. Madison Kewen. Kimberly Stefanik. Samantha Gornick. Emily Schmelko. Zain Rafat. Parker McCorkle. Mustafa Ali. Mohammed Mawad. Matthew Jaffe. Brian Moynihan. Joshua Catlin. Andrew Rosansky. Alexander Sands. Thomas Farley. James Platt. Taiki Miki. Abraham Mosqueda. Dongbam Kim. Jun Emily Lee. Calvin Adams. Dylan Hamer. Mark Islar. Ryan Jankowski. James Oakham. Peter Clayman. Kevin Pham. Nikhil Kumar. Alazain Lalani. Rohit Vadvaji. Varun Nagaich. Kevin Jung. Travis Kevin Moninkai. Jason Alexander Ruranata. Kevin Russell. Graham Shuping. Max Weaver. Garrett Pennebaker. Justin Sophia. Vivek Vasanji. Janu Skaria. Ryan Upchurch. Dima Horda. Parker Kim. Cleverin Sitohan. Joseph Way. Frank Cheng. Raj Patel. Yusef Kidwai. Raj Patel. Sajan Bhakta. Kayla Katera. Jennifer Yang. Casey Ip. Maxwell Carduner. Mingren Zhang. Pooja Machur. Dylan Patel. Travis Salinas. Kevin Patel. Yash Singhania. Minchwan Tran Ha. Nikhil Joglaker. Mike Oda. Anan Chang. Zizanin Yang. Weta Tang. Rogelio Gonzalez. Yafa Mirin. Stephen Haspel. Brennan Verhalen. Daniel Badaloo. Paul No. Rebecca Sizak. Sabrina Thayer. Ethan Markert. Deanna Ribitzhauser. Patrick Scott. Alexandria Koenig. Kyle Rizos. Ali Patel. Omar Youssef. John Henry Swingler.
Would the management majors please proceed to the stage? Professor Dennis Passavoy, lecturer in the Department of Management, is here today to recognize these degree candidates.
Take your time, guys. David Ibarra. Abdullah Masood. Amy Collins. Hunter Ladon. Melina Montianos. Jordan Dempsey. Quinlan Duncan. Tristan Siegler. Kier Simmons. Yeah, good. Matthew Hopkins. Michael Valentine. Jesus Cortez. Amanda Ritter. Haley Gold. Meredith Duncan. Sarah Sastamoinen. Lashanika Ephraim. Had to scoot some. Morgan Burgess. Kelly Henry. Greg Watts. Huzaifa Sakarwala. Sumaya Kalapara. Andrew Carini. Good. John Henry Beck. Logan Lopez. And Wesley Peters.
Would the Management Information Systems majors please report to the stage? Professor Clint Tuttle, lecturer in the Department of Information, Risk, and Operations Management, is present to recognize these degree candidates.
Gary Sue. Kaylin Savanik. Natasha Halfin. Alex Pierce. Michelle Mendieta. Emily Brickhouse. Cassandra Borrego. Natalie Padron. Melissa Avila. Vicente Gomez. Christy Sue. Zarf Bayabani. Carlo Inhosa. Kristen Abamel. Eric Salceda. Grayson Clark. Christine Meyer. Theodora Chang. Gregory Huber. Julian Dunning. Cassie Wang. Ruksar Momin. Annie Young. Anshu Seagal. David Wang. Kevin Chang. Chao Junye. Li Mo. Jane Wang. Tyler Vender. Edwin Chen. Ryan Morris. Ryan Ward. Corey Delaney. Muhammad Akbar. Michael Joshua Moores. Zachary Davis. Holly P. Sherburne. Hunter Cooper. Priscilla Monk. Kaylin Cooper. Elaine Lynn. Joseph Scamerhorn. Samantha Falcucci. Alex Dejeanette. Caitlin Burrow. Evan Watts. Jiho Kang. Joshua Yap. Aisha Kang. James Rahoot. Leila Silva. Maria Delfina Riviera. Jongmin Yu. Daniel Kruger. Congrats, buddy. Justin Bright. Paramasivan Kannada Sabapati. Andrew Chang Ju. Caroline Moore. It is. Danny Gardner. Mallory Dolan. Tasha Agarwala. Kelly Wang. Anisha Mayakar. Susie Kim. Sean Ismail. Stefan Lim. I can do this one. Ashley Day. Kelsey Florian. Connor Brannigan. Joshua Vanderheiden. Ronald Formoso. David Den. Congrats. Patrick O'Brien. Tevin King. Joshua Rosales. Shelby Drimley. Aaron Hoffman. Ellen Honganen. Kimberly Peroni. Joseph Pidala. Ashley Chu. Madeline Von Madden. Ganesh Sanakomu. Phoebe Johnson. Layla Bin Shaban. Sadran Kawaja. Javed Ali. Sahir Mohammed. Kevin Miavera.
Would the engineering route to business and supply chain management majors please proceed to the stage? Dr. Michael Hassler, lecturer in the Department of Information Risk and Operations Management, is present to recognize these degree candidates.
Andre Ibarra. Ariana Mata. Jose Eliud Martinez. Oneri Rodriguez. Jose Garcia. Let's go. Kai Huang. This is it. Nicholas Andrew Molina. Sally Wang. Ye Jin No. Emily Pierce. Alexander Bhattacharya. Hussein Paratani. Cecilia Leon. Misha Katker. Roby Aurora. Francisco Paco Martinez. Bianca Perez. Raul Ernesto Longoria. Janet Joe. Stephanie Wang. Morgan Lucy. Oliver Mao. Tara Mary. Jennifer Newley. Ashley McAdams. Ellen Bellino. Melanie Rich. Megan Johnson. Hannah Smith. Dana Tay. Caleb Daniel Martinez. Mariana Maso Valdez. Megan McGowan. Margaret Lee Robinson. Micah Phoenix. William Vincent Keller Rodriguez. Tyler Markham. Maxwell Go III. Ashley Foley. Anthony Moore. Gregory McConkey. Aaron Salzer. Jeannie Wynn. Jashila Sethi. Jennifer Yang. Sabrina Wang. Maria Lewis. Naman Modi. Saraf Siddiqui.
We conclude by recognizing graduates in international business and marketing majors. Professor Linda Gerber, senior lecturer in the marketing department, is here today to recognize these degree candidates.
Carolyn Dickey. Adriana Yao. Catherine Yao. Mercedes Ballard. Bethany Villarreal. Nicholas Verdon. Tanya Kraus. Amelia Leonard. Tessa Schoenhals. Kelsey Halverson. James Hartman. Bailey Baker. John Brandel. Laura Kakish. Alyssa Whitley. Emily Beckham. Lauren Bothwell. Macaulay Shumate. Sarah Herbert. Olivia Turgeon. Callie Conti. Abigail Torres. Jasmine Diaz. Caroline Kirby. Sophia Vickers. Catherine Krakowitz. Carolyn Hart. Ryan Cranfield. Joseph Hunt. Ian Carroll. Judy Lamb. Soraya Castellanos. Danielle Lopresti. Taylor Eichenhorst. Sadie Randall. Kathleen Cass. Laura Garcia. Jonathan Pena. Joshua Hernandez. David Duran. Alejandra Garcia. Leslie Andrade. The Captain Johnny Hopkins. Ileana Barrientos. Emily Klingman. Shelby J. Carr. Kara DeWitt. Naveed Hames. Cindy Kwan. Jennifer Gonzalez. Jacqueline Finson. Anita Daraj. Jin Yu. Aini Araki. Tai Tao Vu. Long Bui. Davis Wang. Chandler Johnson. Caleb McCoy. Elizabeth Kidd. Olivia Moley. Chin Ching Pang. Pindren Jong. Timothy Sweeney. Joshua De La Cruz. Jane Gergen. Chelsea Reddick. Hanging in there. Jordan Daniel Lewis. Andrew Schindler. Yaneli Rubio. Aurora Daniela Palermo. Ruxar Khan. Shazia Karim. Nilofer Maradia. Alexander Seibel. Charles Salo. Melissa Sinaway. Isabella Perea. Devin Parent. Jessica Wong. Ryan McCleary. Jennifer Rubin. Jensen Voigtlander Rodriguez. Pablo Victor Reyes. Robert Torres. David Sloka. Aaron Mackenzie Ronachak. Maria Natera. Samantha Whitford. Nicole Manley. Megan Peterson. Ali Mazid. Christy Clem. Mary Drisdale. Karen Werstock. Lauren Rinaldi. Michelle Warnock. Christina Meeker. John Chapa. Amanda Whittington. Alexandra Davis. Jillian Roberts. Samantha Schaefer. Ashley Leckler. Jillian Savage. Madeline Clark. Jamie Tran. Samita Satyayanara. Nahara, sorry. Uditi Bandari. Georgia Mitchell. Chizoba Anyaji. Letisa Vallejo. Stephanie Flores. Miguel Zapata. And last but not least, Luke Wren.
Okay. Yep, got it. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Got it. Well, that was hardly enough celebration at all. Let's hear it for our graduates. And now, graduates, let's join together and recognize those who have supported us over the years. Will the families and friends of our graduates please rise and be recognized by our graduates? Well, again, graduates, congratulations. Today marks the first day of the rest of your life as a Texas Ex. You are now part of one of the largest and most powerful alumni networks in the world, and your university needs you to stay connected, stay informed, always care about the value of the degree you just earned, and the continued pursuit of excellence at our university. Our gift to you is a Texas Ex's membership for the next year. Use it to stay connected through communications and get involved with the Texas Exes group wherever you go. Here to tell you more about our McCombs Alumni Network are Robert and Nikki Hanley. Robert and Nikki graduated in the class of 2014. Robert with the, that's not right, 2004, right, guys? I thought you looked older than that. 2004, Robert with a degree in engineering route to business, and Nikki with a degree in marketing. Robert is a senior manager for BMC Software, and Nikki enjoyed a tenure with JP Morgan. Nikki is also the McCombs Alumni Network Houston chapter leader. Please join me in welcoming Robert and Nikki Hanley.
Well, we are honored to be here celebrating with you today. Congratulations, class of 2015. As the dean said, as of this moment, you are now part of one of the world's largest and most prestigious alumni networks. We hope that as you begin your professional lives, staying engaged with McCombs and giving back to the school in a personally meaningful way will be a priority of yours. To ensure that you have the resources to keep in touch with your fellow alumni and to stay connected with McCombs, Dean Gilligan has graciously given you a one-year membership to Texas Exes. We encourage you to get involved with your local alumni chapter, to attend chapter events, to mentor students, to support student programs and initiatives. When you give back to McCombs as an alumni, you are helping to provide a rich educational experience for the students that are following in your footsteps.
Congratulations again. As we come to a close on this momentous occasion, we'd like to give a special thanks to our departing Dean, Tom Gilligan. During Dean Gilligan's tenure at McCombs, the Texas BBA Parents Council was established, and many of you in the audience have been supportive of this endeavor. The resources brought in by the council are vital to supporting and maintaining our student programs. The dean also established the McCombs Scholars Program, which is a tiered scholarship initiative designed to attract top students to our school. So far, thanks to many generous donors, 110 scholarships have either been established or pledged to support this endeavor, and we'd like to congratulate the inaugural class graduating today. In honor of Dean Gilligan, a recent initiative was launched by alumni and friends of the school to establish the Gilligan Scholars Program. This program will have multiple scholarships in the dean's name, and in the future there will be Gilligan scholars enrolled at the school who will benefit from the many achievements of the dean. Finally, among his many legacies on campus will be Rolling Hall, the new state-of-the-art home for the graduate business studies that is now under construction. We hope to see many of you back here in the future earning your graduate degree at this new amazing facility. Dean Gilligan, thank you for all that you have done for our current students and all of those future students who will, through your efforts, be able to pursue their educational dreams.
And we are finally almost done. We welcome you guys, along with your families, to begin your journey as a McCombs alumni with a champagne toast in your honor tomorrow at the Alumni Center at 3 o'clock. Again, congratulations and hook 'em horns.
Thanks, Robert and Nikki. Well, to close our ceremony, it's a tradition that we join our new graduates in the singing of the Eyes of Texas. Hortensia Campbell will lead us in the singing of the Eyes of Texas. Hortensia is she here? There she is, all right. Hortensia is a senior in the Integrated Masters for Professional Accounting program specializing in taxation and managerial accounting and control with a minor in music. Although once you hear her sing, it's not so much a minor in my book. Following graduation, she aims to obtain her CPA license and pursue a career in the entertainment industry in Los Angeles. Please rise and join her in singing The Eyes of Texas, and after The Eyes of Texas, please remain standing during the faculty processional. Thank you. Hortensia?
Get your horns up, everybody, like you're proud. Okay.